Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my Let's Make an Open World RPG. Last time we left off, we were wow, this is just killing my frame rate. We were basically working on our celestial stone system. So last time we left off again, we had an error where when we unequipped the sword, we still had the extra strength that we gained, and that's was partially my fault because I forgot to set the main weapon group back to 0 when I have nothing equipped. So I fixed all of that. So once I unequip this, it should be good. And if it's not, then that means I'm missing something else, and I am not. So let's go ahead and clap for me because I figured it out. So if we equip this sword again, instead of it being 4. Once you come back in, it should be 5. And then, if you go ahead and unequip this, it should be 3, which is good. So, also we have to make sure that it doesn't do that in the actual game. So, good thing I have a good, I have a script for that, which will make it update even if we're in a scene such as the menu. So let's go ahead and just add those two little comments at the top, and we are now in business. But that's one more thing that we need to figure out, and that one more thing is what happens when we have the celestial stone still activated. I mean, like when we deactivate it and we still have like a bow, I mean we still have like a sword equipped and stuff like that. Will our thing be lowered or will it not be lowered? So my game is lagging a lot, well, more than usual, because I'm rendering my thing in the background and I have all these windows opened for no reason, which I should probably close some of them. Let's see. Bum 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 bum. CPU's being used up. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. Let's see, what am I doing? Oh yeah, so let's return back to the testing hall. Testing hall, bitch. Alright, back to the testing hall. Now let's go ahead and get all this stuff. F9, of course. Variable. Make sure this is 1. Now let's go ahead and equip our wooden sword. As you can see, it updates while we're still in the menu. And now it's 5. So let's see what happens when we only have to worry about it for when we have it equipped, because when we have it unequipped, then it would be on the regular, it will be where it's supposed to be. Only when it's equipped, it won't be in the place that it's supposed to be. So let's see what happens when we go ahead and turn this down to 0 or change it to something else. As you can see, we still have that extra thing that we're not supposed to, and if we unequip this, it should return to 4 and stay at the 4 still. So what do we do then? Well, it's actually kind of simple. We just go ahead and copy this again, copy, and then we find the end of it, which is here, and paste it. So if we have it equipped, then it should be on, and then when we unequipped it, it will check and say, okay, it's on, so now I have to do all this other extra stuff. But ooh, what about, so if we unequipped, if we already unequipped it, right, and then we get rid of the stone, it's gonna check, okay, it's already off, so I don't have to do anything else. It will still be stuck on right there. So let's go ahead and test this out, and keeping fingers crossed that my logic in all of this is correct and everything works as it should. And the reason why I'm starting a new game every time is because my variables for some reason aren't being processed when I continue a game. Like, they're not being processed as they should be. Like, they're not being reset. So something not to really worry about, because it wouldn't really affect me if I was in the actual game, but it's affecting me now. Variable blah 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 blah. Change this to 1. Oops, change this to 1. Okay, equipped. Wooden sword. It should be 5. Now let's see what happens when we turn this off. And now we are still at 4. Oh, okay. Wait, what happened? Control variable. I unequipped my sword, but I don't know why. But it's at 4, that means something is not right. So let's unequip this too. Okay, there we go. Everything was right. It's just I was being stupid. Okay, so if we equip this again, we should be at 4 again, which is good. Variable. If we then turn this on by 1, we should not be at 5. If we unequip this, we should be at 3. If we equip it again, we should be at 5 again. And then if we turned it off or changed it to 2, for example, it should not be 4 again, and I still have the sword equipped. That's why I'm saying 4, but if I get rid of it, it is now 3. So that works wonderfully. And also this thing right here basically just turns it on and turns it off. Activate. So right now it should be on. Control variable. It's now 2 for some reason. Yes, activate, control variable. It's now still 2. I don't know what's wrong, but those things should basically just change it, but apparently they're not. But that's something minor that we could easily fix. Now that we have the first one done, we now copy and paste, and we copy and paste. Okay. Okie doke. And here again is where we run into problems. I always run into this problem. Where would I paste the second one? I mean, the else of this is being used, right? Do I paste it here? Because I know if I paste it here, I'm going to run into some problems. And it's been the same location that I've been running into all my problems. So again, set this to. Because look, let's say it's on the third one. It's going to have 2 else's and they can't both be off. And then that means when I turn it off, when I turn it on and then turn it off, it's going to happen twice. Oh my gosh. I have to figure this out. But anyways, everything else should be good. We just use a different variable. Or should I use a switch instead of a variable? Because if I use the switch... I think I might have to use a switch for this. Check up on my time. 8 minutes and 25 seconds. Alright. Doing range and nest. Again, we're doing ranger next. Just change everything from warrior to ranger. And yeah, I think I'm going to be using a switch for this. Because that's the only way. Because I was trying to use a variable to save on switches. But it looks like... Actually, no. That still has to be the same. Ranger. Okay. Scroll down. Change you to ranger. Okay. Perimeter still the same. Then change you to ranger once again. Okay. Now we're gonna test this, and I'm gonna run into a problem. And I know, because that's why I have these. See, this is running on the same basics as this. I was gonna make a melee skill, range skill, and magic skill, but I was running into the same problem, so I decided to abandon it. And now I got a brand new idea, so now I actually have to be forced to work around it, actually find the solution for it. If you guys have any ideas, let me know, but I'm thinking if I use the switch, it would be solved. But hey, that is just me. Switch. Okay, so everything is set to how it's supposed to be. Just make sure nothing is off. Rangers. Rangers. Stone. That's good. Ooh. Problem. Change this to Ranger. Good. Ranger. Okay, Ranger is everything. So now we have 2. In the perfect world, it will run like you think it would. But we are not in a perfect world. We are in DawnHaven, which is an RPG Maker vs Ace world, which is in Ruby world. Actually, which is in RGSS 3 world, which is in Ruby world, which is in Object Programming Language world, which is in Programming world, which is in Computers, which is in whatever. Let's see. To start off, let's just go ahead and test the sword again. Equip. It should be working fine. Everything should be fine. Okay. F9. Control variable. Let's set this to 2. It should be 4 now. Okay, that's working. Working fine. So equipped. Let's just go ahead and change our equipment right now to a bow. So bow gives us 10 plus 1, so it should be 11, 12, 13, 14 plus our base. So everything should be 14. Okay. That seems to be working. And then if you equip this, it should be back to 4. Okay, it's back to 4. Everything seems to be working out like it's supposed to be. Okay, so now let's go ahead and equip this again. Actually, let's unequip everything. Okay, we're at 3. Equipment. Maybe I haven't solved. Okay, we're now at 14. Okay. Now let's go ahead and control variable. Set this to 1. It should be back to 13. Okay. Control variable. Oops. Set this to 0. And we're still at 13. And then if we equip this, it will be Nino's 4. Okay, so that seems to be working out fine. Maybe I solved it, maybe I didn't, who knows. Let's go ahead and add the 3rd category now, which is going to be the Mage Stone. The Magi Stone. So that's here. Change this to Magi's. M-A-G-I. Apostrophe, yes. Magi's Stone. And then, oops, no. We're gonna set this to from 2 to 3. That's a no-brainer. From 2 to 3 again. Okay. From Ranger to Magi. Keep that the same. No. Do not keep that the same. Change this to M-A-T. So, M-A-T, keep that. Change that, of course. Then from Ranger again to Magi. And then we just go through the whole list. Okay, now we have changed everything to where it's supposed to be. So I just want to go ahead and check up on something real quick just to make sure. So this MAT, strength up check, Ranger. Okay, I could see where I made my mistakes. So wait, this is range, but it's doing Magi stuff. Oh, because I changed it. Okay, that's why. It doesn't really matter because we're not even doing this anymore. Back to Celestial Stones. Okay, so that's good. That's great. That's fantastic. That's also good, and that is all good. Okay, now let's go ahead and test this out. So testing out our magic is going to kind of be a little bit harder because the way my stats displays magic is kind of weird. So I'm just going to start a new game as usual. Head back to our testing hall. Go ahead and scroll down. Okay, so when we F9, we're just gonna jump straight through the third one, the third tier, the toad. It's a toad. Anyways, equipment. And if we equip this staff, as you can see, it's decreasing our strength by -10. Wow. And then it's increasing our MAT by 5, and it's increasing our okay, we only care about the MAT, so it's 5, right? So our MAT is going to be 5. Okay. So if we go to our status, so it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this seems to be working because we have a base. Since we're human, we have a base everything of 3. So we start off with 3 magic or 3 MAT. Then we add the 5 from the staff, so that's 8, and then plus 1, which is our level. So if we unequip this bow and go back to status, it should be 3. Okay. Equipment now. Let's go ahead and equip this wooden sword, and our attack is now back to 4. Equipment. Change this to this, which is 13. Now we are gonna go ahead and just switch also. Let's just switch it to 2, which is now gonna make it to 14. And then let's go ahead and just switch it to variable. Switch it to 3. Now it should be down to 13 again. And then if we equip the staff, which will then bring our status MAT to 9, and we could also check this by going into variable. Scroll down to MAT 9. Great, so that's working as it should. Okay, well, I actually thought I was gonna run into some problems, but it worked out the way it was supposed to work out, I guess. My CPU still seems to be just spinning. Why? Whatever. So that's it for this episode. Make sure to tune into the next steps. Actually, make sure to subscribe to this video, so you'll be one of the first people to see my next episode, where we work on the energy stone, the life stone, the life energy stone, the armored knight stone, the arcane shield stone, the knight stone, the worker stone, and the creator stone. And make sure to like this video because it helps me out a lot. Make sure to also leave a comment down below for any questions that you have for me, or if you have any suggestions on what to do. If you have any questions that need answering, or if you want me to make a video tutorial of a specific subject that I haven't covered yet in the past, let me know. And of course, as always, thank you for watching.